of the full moon and also some manifestation tips. And as usual, I have it on my phone. And if you haven't already like felt the energy, it's been a 3-day portal. So it started opening yesterday, and then we have the energy today and tomorrow. So make sure that you are focusing on what it is you want to call into your life right now. But more importantly, I actually have 5 things I'm going to go over, so I'm just going to hop into it. But also, quick reminder before I do that, for folks who are on the Becoming the Muse email list, you're going to get the Taurus full moon portal journal prompts tonight, which I'm super excited about. Actually, it's not tonight. It's like maybe in the next hour it'll send to you. So keep a lookout for those. They're really going to help with your manifestation and shifting through this portal. So the first thing we want to remember for this Taurus full moon is embodiment and earth energy. When you really think about a Taurus, anybody who has Taurus placements, or if they are a Taurus, they have this slow and steady, rooted in life kind of movement about them, even if they have imbalances anywhere else. That is how a balanced Taurus moves. So this full moon is a reminder for you to slow down, root into your body, and become extremely sensual in nature, meaning finding pleasure in everything that you are doing, creating new rituals. This moon wants you to feel safe being fully seen in your capacity, that you are in like your highest sense, like your highest self sense, while honoring how good that feels to you and releasing the past. It's quite like overlapping, but there's also this energy of love given the other planetary placements, and it being quite romantic, but from the lens of the self. The second one is going to be focus on your manifestations coming into your physical reality. So anywhere that you've seen signs of things that you've been trying to manifest coming in, as in invitations to go places, investments that you feel curious about making, or people giving you tools and resources to start a project or begin a project, or maybe your spirit and ancestors are leading you to begin a project and it's quite clear. Focus on those things right now. Take some aligned action, even if you don't have the entire plan. Just plant the seeds, whether it's paying for that platform, speaking to that person, making that business card, building the website, whatever it may be, booking that massage. Who knows? Who knows what you're into? But make sure you are focusing on taking action in the physical realm. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean that you are also involving a lot of people, because this Taurus full moon is not about being a part of like other people's decisions. It's very internal, it's very reflective, and it's very much so a focus on what are you manifesting in your sovereignty of whatever part of your life, right? Like financial sovereignty, relationship sovereignty, body sovereignty, career sovereignty. Focus on yourself right now and your own dreams. And there's also this energy that Taurus is asking you to pay attention to your intentions behind your decision making. So maybe in the past, you may have had a tendency to impulsively make decisions, instead of like checking in with your energy and asking, why am I making this decision? Am I coming from fear, scarcity, love, genuine curiosity, like whatever it may be? Taurus is not impulsive. Taurus is very thoughtful. It's the earth energy. It's also your pentacle energy. So it's like asking you to put together all of the pieces of the puzzle and then take an aligned action of, does this align with your mind, body, spirit connection? So don't just think, what is my body feeling? Oh, I'm like super stressed out, I'm just going to impulsively decide. No. Do I feel out of balance because it's something new? Am I feeling a little bit anxious because it's new? Or do I really feel like this is not a great decision and I need to check in spiritually? Right? Like, do the mind, body, spirit connection so that you can make the best decision possible. The third one is going to be release of resistance to receiving. So this full moon likes to ask, where do I block abundance or softness because I fear stability? Because Taurus is that stable energy. And it's also inviting you to think about how maybe you've sabotaged your own stability in the past, right? So if you're thinking about finances, are you making the best financial decisions for you? It doesn't necessarily mean that you're overspending or doing all these things, but are you doing it intentionally? Are you spending money on things that are going to move the needle forward in your business? Are they going to keep you grounded? Are they going to keep you happy? Especially if you're an entrepreneur, right? Like you are your brand. So if you're not investing time and energy into yourself, then your brand falls apart. And are you busy making decisions on things that don't even matter, that don't like that aren't going to move the needle forward and things like that? Or are you nervous to invest in other platforms that could actually help you, or a team or a designer, whatever it may be, depending on where you're at in your journey? Or maybe it's like getting a different coach, right? Attending those classes so that you know how to create something, or asking for help. And so Taurus wants you to be more open and to really remember what future you are building. Like, is that a decision that your highest self would make? Is your current behavior the way your highest self would be acting? Or would they be resting more? Would they be creating more? Would they be engaging with people who are not inspiring them? Probably not, right? Would they be spending their money in that way? Like, really think about this. But get used to opening that energy to receiving, because again, November, which is the month we're in right now, is about receiving manifestations and fast manifestation energy. So how you navigate every single day is going to make or break how quickly your manifestation comes into your life. So again, remember that there's so much joy in going slow and finding pleasure in every single moment of the day, as you are also finding gratitude. So allowing yourself to receive love, money, and peace without feeling guilty. Without feeling guilty, that's the caveat, right? Of letting go of the past, where maybe when you did try to rest, I'm hearing rest and digest, I don't know why, rest and digest. Um, did you start to feel shame around that? Did you feel guilty because other people were working a certain way and you don't have to work that way? But do you carry that energy within you? Do you allow people to pay you? Do you have places in your business where people can actually pay you, or are you going to lean into the universe to pay you? Right? When it comes to manifestation, am I going to allow money to just flow into my life and make it easy for myself, or am I going to make it challenging and just be stressed out all day long? Right? So you have to think about it in those terms. Number four is heart body alignment, which was kind of what I was touching on earlier with mind, body, spirit in terms of asking questions. So really focusing on the fact that your nervous system is going to dictate how your manifestations come in, and are your manifestation vessel. Your body is your manifestation vessel. So making sure you are staying regulated, making sure you are staying nurtured, even down to what you are eating. Like, do not be eating a bunch of fried foods, drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, doing all those things that are not good for you. You need to be treating your body as a temple, right? Treat it as a temple. And if you're on a new food journey, like, obviously give yourself time to adjust, but there's also some energy, if you didn't cut it in October, that could be lingering around, slipping into other habits. So just make sure you're paying attention to that with this full moon portal, because it's going to make a huge difference in your frequency. Again, remembering that high frequency foods equals high frequency manifestations equals high frequency mood throughout the day. When you eat lower frequency food that has also been touched by a lot of people, you pick up on that energy. Your body can't digest it very well. And just those, I like to say, micro upsets make you irritated on a level that you may not be able to notice, but it is slowly causing harm to your body, which is why in More Than Worthy, I teach about Ayurveda and I teach people how to heal their body holistically so that they can stay high frequency and lift their energy. And it can be something that they can maintain throughout their entire life. So pay attention to that. And this one, I also had, again, a reminder of pleasure equals power in terms of your manifestation, not power as in overpowering, but energetic power, empowerment. So when you are going slow enough to enjoy the beautiful moments of life, enjoy eating, expressing gratitude for what you have, that will echo out into the universe that you are ready to receive more, that you are open to receiving more, because it's a higher frequency than feeling frustrated or worried, or upset or not feeling grateful, right? Like you start to elevate up here. And pay attention, as I mentioned in the last video, if you hadn't seen it, around if things are breaking right now, make sure that you are getting rid of it. That's a sign that you're moving forward. You are in the process of jumping timelines. And so your old timeline is literally shattering and falling to pieces, shattering and falling to pieces. So allow it to go, allow it to shed, allow the old parts of you to be gone. Someone else was just talking about it as well in the last call. So be mindful of how you are moving forward. Hi, Erin, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. I do have an announcement, which I'll share at the end of this. I have like one or two more points to go over for lives. I'm going to be making some adjustments to lives, quite drastic ones. So make sure you have your notification bells on, you like this video, you comment below, but most importantly, have your notification bells on if you don't already. So the fifth point that I have is remembering that the portal is open right now. This is an active portal. It's very open. Yesterday it opened. Today we anchored. Tomorrow it's about integration, meaning you have now transitioned into this new phase of your life, right? And again, I highly recommend, if you did not see my latest video about manifesting the quantum leap, I highly recommend you watch it so you know what to navigate through during this time. So make sure that you are journaling, as I mentioned earlier in the live. If you are on the Becoming the Muse email list, I'm sending out, it should hit your mailbox in about an hour, some journal prompts for you to reflect on. So if you're not on that email list, I highly recommend you join below. You can also just go to bougiesavageproductions.com and join the email list that way. If you've come to Z School for the Gifted and you checked the box that says join Becoming the Muse, then you are likely already on there. If you're not getting emails, send me a message. Send me a message. There's been a lot of changes. So you can also bring a lot of pleasure and sensuality into your life through dancing. Dancing is big this portal because it's about sensuality as well. I'm pretty good. Get rid of all sorts of stuff and cleaning. I love that. Yay! Yes, everybody clear out your stuff. Clear out your stuff. It's like literally let it go so newness can come in. And if you're not cleansing your space and physically letting stuff go or getting rid of the stuff that is broken, you're going to just hold on to old energy. I was just talking to someone about how even they're keeping old photos, right? Like, what is the point of the old photo? Unless it's like, maybe you have an old picture of your grandma, but on your phone, a lot of people keep photos of themselves and it's just old attachments to an old version of you. And so when your energy is scattered like that, you can't fully call in your new beginning because there's too many versions of you just sitting in the universe. Like, you have to think about it on an energetic level. And when you look at that photo, you can't control how your mind is going to respond to it. It's going to trigger in you also old versions of yourself, old mindsets, all these things, anything that happened in that moment. And you'll likely slip into a lower frequency unknowingly or unintentionally. So the best thing to do, is to get rid of it. And as I talked about before, especially if you have an iPhone, just get rid of them, but then you have to go into your cloud and delete them anyways. Get rid of old apps, get rid of like go through your finances. If you're paying for a bunch of stuff that like you don't want to pay for anymore, you didn't even freaking know you were paying for, get rid of it and reallocate that money. Reallocate it towards something that you enjoy doing, like traveling or dancing or cooking classes. I'm also hearing or getting a coach, starting a program, right? Like this is a full pivot type of energy because Taurus also brings a lot of steady growth. And so if you are smart about how you are planting your seeds right now and moving forward, in every aspect of your life, because you know I always talk about like sectioning it out, in every aspect of your life you will create what you are like planting right now, right? Because as the full moon hits, then the moon begins to wane and then we get into another cycle, but we're still within manifestation. So everything that needs to go right now is being illuminated for your highest good. So remember that for your highest good. um Another thing is, you know, if you can see the moon, it's cloudy for me today. Bathe in moonlight, catch some moon water. If it's raining, it's been raining here, which I freaking I love the rain. I love the rain. So I'm like romantically sitting here just watching the rain drops, working, trying not to get distracted. Or you can do some sort of at home self love ritual for yourself. But again, sensuality is a huge theme for this moon and will be the next couple of days. Integration, I'll find that video. Yay! Yeah, find the video. I posted it last night. Um, yeah, I posted it late last night, so it should just be there. Make sure you watch it, give it a like, comment below, let me know if it resonates. I go over 7 things that happen when you quantum leap so that you know what to look for because these patterns are really important. Hi, hello. I haven't been clicking on the things, but um 7 things that you need to recognize. And the reason why I did that is because I want you to learn how to read the universe and how it works and what's happening so that you know. Because what happens when you're manifesting sometimes, like you're not going to be able to see all of the tangible evidence happen in your life right away, right? So it feels like for quite some time you're making leaps of faith, or you're moving forward but not moving forward because your external environment isn't changing. And so I made that video which tells you about the 7 things that will happen when you quantum leap so that you can actually understand what's happening behind the scenes, because I've gone through it so many times that sometimes people blow through the science and they don't even realize stuff is changing, and they don't realize that they completed a huge cycle and that the universe is about to bless them with something. And there's usually like incubation periods where it gets very quiet and still and weird and like it's so strange, and it's like you'll hear a pin drop, right? Like that's how the energy feels, but that's when the energy is the most um, like explosive, or can be the largest catalyst if you don't crumble under the change, right? Under the perceived pressure of waiting. You're not waiting, you're still moving forward. So being able to focus on what is happening is going to help you move forward, so then you know the universe is doing things and you just have to navigate through it. Needed to hear this, so grounding. Yay, I'm so glad. Hello, female Taurus. Hi! Everything I seem to say always comes to pass. I love this energy. Yeah, this energy is like so beautiful right now. If you are like really surrendering to this process, what? How are you all feeling? I think that was my last point for this, but make sure you have some rituals. What are you all doing for the full moon in terms of your rituals? Erin, I know you're clearing out, but what about the rest of you on this call? Also, feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. And while the message kind of catches up, because I know StreamYard is quite slow, I'm going to be switching for the time being to only going live once a week. For the next couple of weeks, I'm going to see how this shift works, but I'm really being called to do this and balance my own energy so I can birth some of these other projects out into the world. So the time that it is right now, let me make sure it's at the right time. Yeah, so Wednesdays at 4 p.m. are going to be the 4 p.m. Eastern time are going to be the standing time going forward for lives and things like that. So make sure you have your notification bell on. And then for tarot readings, I'm going to be doing the recorded tarot readings and channeling them for you all. And then I will also add in some time on Wednesdays after this to do Tarot 10 if anybody wants those. You can definitely still ask for them, but I'm consolidating everything and making my own changes in business and making my own leaps. So, yeah, if you have any questions, definitely let me know. So I'm not going to be going live as late as I usually am. It just makes me way too tired and I can't sustain it. I'm clearing out my closets. I'm in New Jersey. What? Yay! I'm so glad you're clearing out your closet. I love that. I went through my closet today, but like, I don't know if you're new here, but usually I keep like this much clothes. It's like, and so when I like went to go like look through it and clear it out, I was like, nothing really to clear out. So then I got myself a little treat today and bought myself a lipstick. I do have a small bag of things that I am going to donate that I've been collecting over the last month. I'm so glad everybody's clearing out stuff. Going to do some self-care and empathy time. Oh, I love that. I love it. What kind of self-care? Hello, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I haven't been there in a minute, but that's where we did our TV filming. And one of the surrounding towns, my grandma lived there. One of my grandmothers lived there. And it was so nice to be able to go visit. It was so nice. What is your full moon ritual? Are you celebrating the full moon today? Shauna? Tuning in from Vegas. Fun. Gonna bathe in the moonlight and journal. How can I get the prompts? Yeah, if you want, you can join the email list. Hold on, let me grab it real quickly. Na, 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 na. I think I'm gonna start doing a different. I'm in the middle of making some changes. So, 1 second. I do have it in the description, but I'm just gonna check really quickly if there's a better way that I can give this to you. Because it's already set to go out. Let me see. I'm gonna shake. Oh, honey, that was loud. Damn it. Oh, there we go. Why is it so loud? Let me read your things really quick. I need to clear some things too. Yeah, is it like clothes and stuff or like clear out your phone? Forgiveness for myself and crying. Aw, I love that. Forgiveness is a big theme right now as well. The compassion, right? What are you forgiving yourself for, if you don't mind me asking? I'm also beginning to write a book on empathy and finding faith during hardships. That's beautiful. I'll probably start a chapter as well. Yay! Plant those seeds. Love the idea of catching some moon rain. It's been pouring most of the week. I felt so bad for the owls. I got stuck in the other night. Oh no! Poor owls. Owls. Yeah, definitely catch some moon water. I love moon water. I like try to catch as much as I can, but then sometimes I forget, and I don't want to forget here because we have so many mosquitoes. We have so many mosquitoes that it makes me nervous. How do I hold on. Da-da-da-da. I don't think this has a yeah, I can't get the link right now. If you go to here, I'll put it in the chat. I'll go to okay, you know what? For the person who asked for the journal prompts, for whoever wants the journal prompts, because it's already scheduled to go out, if you send me a message on Instagram with your name and your email, I can add you. I can add you because I can't get the link for the thing. Does that sound good? Send me a message on Instagram. Do you all follow me on Instagram? I can share it. So make sure you either write it right now or like right after this. Allie in the bathtub. I love it. I don't have a bathtub anymore. I consider the ocean, because I live right next to the ocean, the giant bathtub. No, this was me learning. Ah, okay. I'll check description. Phone, oh, subscriptions. Oh my goodness, yes. Clearing out the phone. So, oh my gosh. I have to put in so many passwords. I was going to drop my Instagram for you all so you have it. But I just did a huge clearing as well. So now everything's kind of logged out. Super. Got it. Hold on. This way you have my Instagram. Send it to me on Instagram. I'll put it in the chat. Again, put your name and your email, and then I will add you to the list. Forgiving myself for times I did not take action and times I've been so hard on myself. That's so sweet. It's hard not to judge ourselves, sometimes. It's like, but you know what? Like hindsight, it's so much easier to be able to make the right decision because you already know, right? That's what's like the catch-22. But even then, even with that knowledge, it's like there's still this nature within us as humans, this survival nature to not want to make a bad decision so that we can survive on a basic level. But if we haven't done a lot of healing or been graceful with ourselves or compassionate, we just start holding on to all this trauma of like focusing on what I should and shouldn't do and all these things that don't really matter. And I'm so glad you're finding time for forgiveness. Forgiveness is huge. It's also a form of like grieving, right? We need to naturally be able to grieve decisions or outcomes that we didn't love, or grieve old versions of ourselves, or grieve partners, or old ways of being, or friendships that are changing. I agree. I was walking under the full moon last night and I witnessed a terrible accident. Oh no. There's been a lot of, as we move towards full moons, there's going to be a lot of chaotic energy that happens. That's why it's good to be mindful of who you're around. I was glad to be there so that I could be of assistance, but it really shook me trying to settle down. This is helping. I'm glad. Definitely get in some meditation if you haven't already. Do some tapping if you want. It's always really nice, or some yoga to kind of release it. There was one time I was driving, and it was a full moon, and I actually was on the freeway, and I was in the what's it called, the fast lane, and I was in this big truck because I love trucks, and people were driving quite like not so hot and the weather wasn't that great, and someone had gotten into a car accident and the car came flipping into my lane and then flipped back into the middle part. And I say that all to say that definitely take care of yourself because it's very traumatic to witness those things. So be kind and gentle on yourself. I haven't been in Instagram for a while, but I definitely follow you. Yes, 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 yes. And I don't know if you're on the email list, but you're welcome to join if you want to. You can always double check. Um, my Bougie Savage production site, I'm going to be pulling that down for a little bit. And so there will be a different link coming soon for joining Becoming the Muse. So just look out for that. In the meantime, you can just send me a message on Instagram and I'll just fix it. I'm keeping it simple. Yes, sounds good. Good. Yay! I cleared out over 3 garbage bags of stuff. Oh wait, oh no, not garbage bags. Gigabytes of stuff on my phone. Oh my goodness, so much. I was clearing out a lot too. Honestly, the biggest files on my phone are my Audible. Like my Audible files are the biggest because I love listening to things, but the way my energy works, I can only listen to stuff in small pieces. And so I'm like, I'm gonna save it here and then I will get back to it. And then nope. It takes me a while to circle back around. We are our worst critic, right? Isn't that so like bananas? Because you would want in this world to be like your best advocate, but we have to condition ourselves to do that because of all of the life experiences and being in a system that teaches you that you should criticize yourself, right? Like it's an odd thing. It's an odd thing, and most people don't even think as harshly about who you are as you do, which is the strangest thing. And I also feel like sometimes on YouTube there is this obsessive need with readings, to overly talk about how people harm other people or like how they're sending negative energy, but it teaches people to focus on that when really it doesn't matter. Like it just feeds into that inner critic that sometimes can live within you, and then people don't even notice that they hyper focus on it and they get very like paranoid about it, when it's like it's good to be aware of if you're doing spiritual cleansing, but then like you have to have that cutoff of like, I already know the information and I'm not going to allow it to change my life. And so you move on from it and it doesn't matter anymore. And even if you do feel the energy, you can still ascend out of it, because um, that's where your mindset is, right? Because it's like you are what you take in. And you'll find that as you create more peace and love and joy in your life, even hearing the information is quite jarring to your energy. Like I mean, it's different if I'm helping clients and things like that, right? Because I need to be able to hold space for whatever they're experiencing. And sometimes it is like a heavy emphasis on negative energy being sent to them. And it's like a big telltale sign that they've been on YouTube for too long. They've been on YouTube for too long. And yes, you can experience spiritual attacks. That's a thing. But when it runs your life into that energy of paranoia, it is likely seeping into that inner critic of yourself as well, and that's why you're attached to it. So yeah, it's quite interesting how easy it is to slip into that. So yeah, be mindful of of like living in and what you're taking in, especially right now with this full moon. Hi Kevin, how are you? I'm sitting here shaking my head. Yes, like you can see me. Here, I'll shake with you. Yes, yes, yes. It felt like garbage bags. Maybe somebody wanted to take out their garbage. Well, you know what? I need to probably take out my garbage. It's not very full, but like I put something in, I was like cleaning out stuff. I was like, this is questionable. So I should probably take it out. Or it's confirmation for somebody. Take out the garbage. You know what I mean? Metaphorically, energetically, make sure you get rid of it. I unsubscribed from some of those channels, it was draining. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, it doesn't help you heal. And like when you are on your spiritual journey, like you can't master your gifts if you're sitting there listening to it. You know what I mean? You have to be able to intuitively feel the energy, and if you're getting heavily triggered by it, it's you are also contributing to it, right? um and so it just is what it is. Like the choice is now, what are you going to do about it, or how are you going to live knowing that information, right? Whether there's so many options now. Absolutely. Same with music and movies. Yes, same with music and movies. I've been watching a lot of fantasy lately. By watching a lot of, I watched a movie and a half. I watched a movie and a half probably since I've moved to Mexico. Like I don't watch very many things. I don't turn on my TV. Like I don't like tech things. Like I have to do it because of work. And then I went to go see a K-pop movie with friends, but other than that, it was like, yeah. How are you all? Do you watch a lot of TV? What kind of music do you listen to? You know what I've been listening to? Because nobody asked me, but I'm going to share anyways. What have you been listening to? I've been listening to a lot of Edith Piaf because I love Edith Piaf and Madeline Peyroux, like one of my favorites. It's been really like relaxing. And again, reminder, this full moon energy is about being in sensuality. So do your clearing, your cleansing, like cleanse your space, wash your space, unclog things that are clogged, take your trash out, but um, lean into sensuality. And it was so aligned. This is why I love channeling. I channeled the whole like rest of the year for the Divine Academy, and it's just lining up, and I love it so much. That's why I love being psychic. But in the Art of Love and Magnetism, we went over pleasure as power. Um, and actually, this week, oh, also reminder, Z School for the Gifted tomorrow. We are going over clairtangency, so psychometry. We do one clair a month. So if you want to learn about clairtangency or come ask spiritual questions, I highly recommend you reserve your spot for tomorrow. Um, Oh, so on Friday for the Art of Love and Magnetism, we're going over magnetic presence in social situations. So that could be literally romantic, it can be platonic, it can be in a business space, but it's been fun. I've been bringing in movie clips for us to look at. It's just like I don't know why I love Friday's class. Like I feel like everybody needs to come comfortable, ready to manifest and just have fun. Like it's like such a fun energy class. But it's also mellow. Like I feel good. So if that is something that you like, I highly recommend you join. I'm in a great mood. Yay! I'm so happy for you. What genre are they? It's like French. It's French music. Actually, I don't know. It's very like hold on. Let me actually not get it wrong. Oops. That's not them whatsoever. I'm getting so many notifications. Let me see what they classify themselves. Like almost like French jazz, French blues, folk type of music. It's so fun. I love Madeline and Edith Piaf. I mean, Edith Piaf is a classic. Everybody should know about Edith Piaf. Hopefully, you know about Edith Piaf. Anybody? What are your favorite artists? My clairaudient is blocked, so the healing process is definitely working. Is unblocked. I thought you said blocked. I was like, wait, did I read that right? Yay! See? You just have to listen to Teach Z. I'm just kidding. No, but really, I'm here to help you. Anybody who wants help on their healing journey, you let me know. Foolproof if you just follow the plan and heal. It's really not complicated. I listen to a lot of heavy metal. Oh, fun. I did not see that coming, Erin. A lot of it is really good um, mental health, cathartic. I bet. But I also listen to a lot of bluegrass and Celtic. Ooh, Celtic instrumentals, so good. I haven't listened to heavy metal in a long time. What's your favorite band? Cook yourself a lovely meal. Yum. Is that what you're going to do, Allie? Also, I don't know what your photo is, but the two little yellow dots, I don't know why it reminds me of how it reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. You know, those little shadow things that come out of the ground and they have the yellow eyes. So that reminds me of. I've been listening to your playlist lately. Fun! The Adventures of a Single Chiquileño? That one? I'm assuming that one. I love that one. It's all channeled music that I just have put there. Is that the one you're talking about, Kevin? I'll share it in the chat if anybody wants to listen to it. What did I do? I've been clicking so many buttons on my laptop that just, I don't even know what's happening most of the time. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna be sharing some more playlists. I love making playlists. I just looked Edith up. She sounds like someone I love. Yeah, Edith Piaf is very famous. I mean, obviously they passed, but if you like movies, her story is very inspiring. Very, very inspiring. Edith Piaf is probably one of my favorite artists ever. I like I've always gravitated towards Edith Piaf and the music has always followed me different places and I just like but I also feel like um yeah, like I've always felt at home in France in a weird way, but I always have. I also easily speak the language, so must be something fun there. I think you would love it. And Madeline Peyroux. So if you do like a radio or something, or I can share a playlist. Maybe I'll make a playlist for everybody. Yes, the Heartless. So you know what I'm talking about? Is it the Heartless in your photo? Exactly. Like that's what it reminds me of. Shine Down. Oh yes, we talked about this. I remember. Are both at the top of my list. Is this playlist you shared a month or so ago? I loved it. That was a different playlist. I think I actually got rid of that one. I cleared out all my playlists, most of them, anyways, because they were too attached to the past. So I'm rebuilding a lot of them. Yes, that's the one. Oh, yay! I love that playlist because it was all moments of like love and fun and journey. And so it has a bunch of like fun songs on there that you can just vibe to wherever. Sometimes I just play it when I'm walking around. Oh, Kevin, I'm glad you're listening to it. It was a picture of my heater, and I took it because it reminded me of the Heartless from Kingdom Hearts. So spot on. That's hilarious. That's the funniest thing ever. Oh my goodness. See, we're all meant to meet each other. I freaking love Kingdom Hearts so much. I'm sad that I don't have my kingdom key here in Mexico, but I figured it wouldn't make it through customs. But maybe if I put it in my guitar bag, but I decided to will it to my nephew. He's only one. But it's like bigger than he is. That's so funny. I really want to do like a Comic-Con. Just all Kingdom Hearts all day long. That would be so great. She got a Keyblade. Yes. It's legit. It's so fun. And it's the original one. Like it's Sora's first Keyblade. I do love the other ones, but I feel like Sora's first Keyblade is the coolest. Like I love it. The little emblem thing or the little keychain on the bottom fell off when I was fucking moving. It got stuck in between boxes and I never saw it again. It was so sad when it happened. I was like, no, but it's like heavy. It's heavy metal. Get it? Um, but yeah, I dropped the playlist in the chat if anybody wants to listen to it. It's super fun. Um, someone's asking if I have power. They must not have power on the other side of town. I do, thank goodness. Let me charge my other phone. Hold on. Stay charged. That's devastating. I know. I know. I know. I know. I don't know if anybody caught it on Instagram, but I posted a photo of myself on the beach and I put a Kingdom Hearts song and I put Palpoo Fruit question mark. I don't think anybody fucking got it. I don't think anybody got it. I was like, where are my Kingdom Hearts fans? This is so lame. I was like, where's my diehards? People are boring. I love the Kingdom Key. My nephew and I adore the Oblivion Key. And okay, the Skeleton Key is so cool. The Oblivion Key is also really cool. You know what I also liked? The Little Mermaid one. I don't know why I love that one, but I fucking loved that one. But I also am basically a mermaid. I would have been hot too. Wait, oh, hot. Okay. Ow. I love that. Yeah. Nobody wanted to give me a Palpoo fruit. I was like, not even a joke? Crickets out here. But also, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I highly recommend you follow me because I got shadow banned when I was covering the protests and doing the march on Washington, and my posts and things get hidden a lot. Get hidden a lot. Ever since then, my page stopped growing. It's like been stuck. All my other social media is totally fine. I know. Crab key. Yeah. Wait, let me look at it real quick. I forgot it was a crab on top. Crab. Yeah, that was so fun. I don't know why it's so fun. I just thought it was awesome. I love that level. Also because you get to you get to swim around as a freaking mermaid. That was my favorite. It was hard though, I will say. Did anybody else think it was hard? I thought it was hard. I also thought Oogie Boogie level was hard. Crab Claw, I think it's called. Okay. Playlist saved. Yay! Yeah, I add songs to it randomly all the time. Because it's attached to, I don't know, do any of you read my blog, Adventures of a Single Trivialino? So it's a playlist that I channel music from the blog. And so I'm constantly updating it with whatever channeled music comes through. It's kind of fun. The mechanics in that world were frustrating. Yes, exactly. I was like, I feel so ass backwards. I feel ass back. And I was like, do I swim up? Do I swim down? I don't know. How am I going to get there? I can't freaking get there. It's like, no, like, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Sheesh. I would have given you one. It would have been a star fruit, but still the same thing. Ah, hugs. Yeah, Kevin, I was like, ouch. Ouch. But you know what happened? What was really funny that day? Because I was like, I'm just gonna go mope around because no one wants to give me a palpu fruit, even though I can see my future. Like no one wants to give me a palpu fruit. And I thought about Nia because Nia's always like Prince Naveen, because Princess and the Frog, because I'm literally like a real life Princess Tiana. And then someone gave me a reading, and they were like, the whole time they talked about Prince Naveen, and I was like, I don't care. There was no palpable fruit. But it made me laugh, and I was like, Nia! The swimming was jarring. Yeah, the swimming was jarring. It was just a hard level, like in so many ways. It really, but like the best part about it was that you didn't even see that world coming. But when it came, I was like, oh my God, I love it. But then I was like, this is hard. I don't love it, but I love it. Easy to get lost. Yes, you would go through all those little things. Like I remember, I don't know what it was called, but it was like that main circle thing. And it was like impossible to get back to that one place every single time. Like I felt like I would swim through these little caverns or like do whatever, and I would come out and be like, where the is the save? Like, I was like, I don't understand where I am. I got lost so many times there. Yes. Oh, Hollow Bastion was annoying as well. Yes. Hollow Bastion, you just saying that gave me chills of worry and fear. Like I'm heavily attached emotionally to video games, and when I hear Hollow Bastion, it just like makes my heart go thump, 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 because Hollow Bastion was fucking intense. It was hard. There were so many fucking levels in there, and it's just like anytime it's like you knew you had to go back to Hollow Bastion, or like it was towards the end of the game, like Hollow Bastion was like, fuck Hollow Bastion. Maybe it was just me. Did you not feel that way? I kind of felt that way. The damn dolphin. Yeah, the dolphin. That's so funny. No, literally, like Hollow Bastion. Like I can vividly see it. That's how I know I traumatized myself in Hollow Bastion, because I was like, Hollow Bastion is the end all be all. It has really fucking creepy ass music. Let me see. I do have to go in a little bit before I forget. What was the Hollow Bastion song? I think it's this one. Remember this one? Oh my gosh, every time I would fly that fucking spaceship and get to Hollow Bastion and be like, it would give me so much anxiety. For real. And Hollow Bastion was another world to easily get. Yeah. And every time you went back, there was another part of Hollow Bastion. Like it was like another part, like a whole nother world within the world, and like a whole nother fucking story started. I'm like, how, what the soundtrack is still better. The whole video game is amazing. I listen to that soundtrack all the time because I love it, and it was masterful, and they did an amazing job. They did a friggin' amazing job. So good. But that, like, literally, I'm so fucking triggered for that. Like, right now, all I want to do is in my mind go back to Traverse Town and like go back to the happy music, which is what I would do in that game, because I was like, I am traumatized. I'm going to go back to the town and like walk around and do all the things and not go anywhere where there's little shadowy people. That I don't have to play it. Yeah. It's so intense. You know it's about you. Yeah, exactly. It's like they did, like I feel like I played so many games, but I feel like with Kingdom Hearts, they did such an amazing job, like with animation, but with the music and the emotions, and the storyline was fucking wild. Like I've never had like experienced that sort of attachment or emotional roller coaster to a game before, ever. Like, and I used to play a lot of games all the time. And even like there were sometimes my mom would be around because we would spend like the summertime trying to beat that fucking game. And like even my mom was invested. Like when she was like, no, whoa, God, like all these things. I'm like, you're stressing me out. My palms are sweating. Ah, like all these things. It was like you would swear I was watching like a Super Bowl or something, but I'm like, oogie boogie. Like so emotionally invested into that game. I don't know why. Yeah. Yeah. It's so good. You should see if it looks familiar. Sephiroth. Sephiroth is it the blonde one? I don't remember. Let me look. Oh yeah, Sephiroth was a nightmare. Sephiroth was a nightmare. I refuse to leave that game without beating everything. I didn't care how fucking long it took me. I would sit there and study everything. I would even study the game itself, like how it was written, not like outside the game, but in the game. So then I could read the patterns. That's how I fucking wanted to do some of those things, because I was like, if we're not going to do this the video game way, then I'm going to do this the creepy genius way. Traverse Down music used to put me to sleep. I know, right? Especially like me and my friend would play, and one of us would be laying on the couch, and it's like you just pass out. Kingdom Hearts is so soothing. This Traverse Town theme is just so chill. It is. You could just leave it on. Let me play it. Let me play it. It's gonna get.
How to kill mosquitoes in the area in just minutes. This simple but brilliant trick you can
I don't know about mosquitoes. I should just put on Spotify. I should put this as my ringtone. Oh my gosh, I freaking love this game so much. It was summer. Yeah, it was like the most intense summers ever at my sister's. Like, or me and my sister, or me and my friend, we would make these sandwiches on these like French rolls, basically. And then we would take pepper jack cheese, and I think it was cotto salami, because my sister was fucking obsessed with salami anything. And so I was like, I don't really fucking care what you get from the store. Like, we can make the sandwiches, and then for dinner, I'll make the chicken tacos or whatever. And we would have the rolls, mayonnaise, mustard, the pepper jack cheese, the cotto salami, and then my mom would get these like giant ass bags. I think it was from Costco. I don't know. It was like giant size of sour cream and onion chips. And then we would like shove them into the sandwich. Like, it started off as like, I'm just going to put some chips into my sandwich. And then because I'm obsessive about everything, it became like chips, smash, more chips, smash it again until it was like this huge, like, it literally makes my mouth water just to even think about it. Until it was this huge, basically chip sandwich, and I would eat it, and it would be so crunchy and salty. And my mom would be like, I was like, shh, it helps my genius brain. I need to go fight that fucking lion one more time. I was like, I need fuel. I'll cook the whatever tonight, but like, everybody out of my way. It was a whole deal. I love how they did Halloween Town. I wanted it to be bigger though. Yes, I felt like Halloween Town was small too. I loved Halloween Town, and I loved all of the wardrobe change. Like, Sora looked so cool. I remember having to wait a Blockbuster Video getting the game when it was a new release. Yeah, so funny. Oh, I miss Blockbuster. It was study music for me. That's awesome. I just love that your image is it makes me so happy. Even though it's a shadow thing, you know what I mean? That's the original too. That sounds fucking delicious. It was like, still to this day, I literally, when did I last make it? Yeah, before I moved to Mexico, because I was going to donate. I had my PlayStation 2, I think it was. was either my PS2. I think it was a PS2, and I had a PS4 or something like that, older ones, and it had the Kingdom Hearts game on it. And so I was like, I'm gonna enjoy this baby before I donate it. No, I had both of mine, one in the car and one at home. I was like, oh, I'm gonna plug this in. And I went to the store and I got all the same ingredients and I just fucking smashed all those chips in there and was like, one for the road. And had so much fun playing the game. I had so much fun. I just was eating sandwiches and I had the worst stomach ache. I would do it again though. I totally would. Because I don't really eat bread. I don't really eat like a lot of processed things ever. I don't eat salami. I don't eat like cheese. Like I don't eat chips. And I just like ate it and I was like, it was like a flavor explosion in my mouth. I was like, oh my goodness. And I had a headache. Chips smashed in a sandwich is supreme, right? It was so good. I mean, did you have a go-to food when you were playing the video game, or in general, did you have a go-to food? I felt like that was a fucking jam. It was so good. I'm like, I'm not too far from the store. Actually, I don't think they sell cotto salami here, to be honest. I don't think it's a thing in Mexico. Ah! I seriously don't think it's a thing. But I mean, I feel like every video game session should have a food. Like, what is your food that's like, oh yeah, this brings me the memories? I feel like it's that sandwich, and I'm also fire at making brownies. I'm fire at making most foods, to be honest. But like my brownies are out of this world. I don't know why. I don't know why. But also, I used to make like fresh brownies and then I would make my own mint chocolate chip ice cream and I would eat them together. I feel like those two mixed in with my cherry pie game, which is also fire. It's unmatched. You know what I mean? You can't, like, what? I would explode. Ah, turkey sandwiches with smashed Doritos were my actual go-to. Okay, what was on the turkey sandwich? Also, like what kind of bread? And what flavored Doritos? Was it like nacho or something else? The ones that are in the purple bag, because I would get those because I was vegan. And even though it's questionable just with the whole chip in general, but like those are so good. And a Sprite remix. Dang. I don't remember what color that. Let me look. Sprite remix. I need to look. Sprite remix. I can't spell. Oh, I think I've only had one of those. And I think it was maybe the tropically looking one. They look delicious. Back then, mine was Cheez It. Yum. Okay, anything. That was also an obsession of mine for like a majority of my life. Cheez Its. Because I love cheese, but I love Cheez Its. And my favorite part was like shoving as many Cheez Its as I could into my mouth and like making it into a giant Cheez It ball, even though that sounds fucking disgusting. But also eating soup. Any soup that I would eat would have a massive amount of Cheez Its. And then when my mom one time brought home the like double bagged things from Costco, the Cheez-Its, I was like, this is on like Donkey Kong. And then when I discovered the white cheddar Cheez-Its, I was like, and then they had the like Tabasco ones and when I was in college and I was like, what's happening? Spicy Doritos, yum. I love lemon cookies. They're so good. Like the Girl Scout lemon cookies. Also the ones with the little dollops inside. Turkey sandwich. Ooh, Dr. Pepper. You're a Dr. Pepper person. I didn't see that coming. Or Code Red, Mountain Dew. I loved Cherry Coke. Sucker for fucking Cherry Coke. Alley Twins. Wheat bread, onions, Colby Jack, yum, with nacho cheese dirt. Oh, nacho cheese sounds so good. But I had a small obsession of the purple bag Doritos, 22 to 23. Okay, when you get attached to the purple bag Doritos, there's definitely, I mean, all of them, there's, things that make it hard for you to break the habit of eating them. But when you get attached to the purple bags, literally, I'm still salivating. That's how bad the addiction was, I think. But there's something in those purple Doritos that, like, you can't stop. Like, I remember consciously sitting there and being like, it's like fucking Wally, man. Like, I was like so out of it. Just like, what is this? Why does it taste like this? Why does it get better every time I do it? I mean, sweet chili. That's how I ate mine. Sprite Remix is a classic. My niece and I made homemade Cheez-Its. They were fire. Oh my goodness, what? Oh, I have so many questions. How did you make them? Did you make them out of extra sharp cheddar? Extra sharp cheddar? Do you like cut them? I have so many questions. Cherry Coke was a staple. I'm telling you, Cherry Coke was delicious. Love and loved Dr. Pepper. Purple bag, I had to slowly with. See? There's something in that fucking purple bag that is like seriously addictive. Like, I stopped buying them, but my family knew that I liked them. And my mom loves hosting, just like I love hosting around the holidays or like having people over. Or like sometimes my mom just likes to host on weekends just because people are over. Like she loves that. And so do I. And then there was like this phase where she found out that I loved the purple Doritos. It was like an old memory for her, just popped up out of the blue. And then one day she brought it home. I think it was like this past summer. And like my heart was like thump 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 thump. I was like, oh no, my fucking ex is here. And my mom was like, it's your favorite. And like she's fucking a sucker for chips. Like I fucking love chips, but I don't eat them because they're not good for my body. And she like loves them, and so it's like her love language is giving out fucking chips. And I just was like, oh my gosh. And she opened them and I was like, what's gonna happen to me? It's so funny, whatever's in those purple chips. Every time I see them, I'm like, no, we're not that person anymore, Allie. That's yeah, isn't it weird? It's so weird. Like whatever they put in there is super addictive. Like very addictive. I'm also allergic to corn and allergic to peppers. So when I eat them, it's like game over. Done. It was sharp cheddar and butter. I'm sure there were other things, but I can't remember right now. I'll post it on Discord if I can find the recipe. Yum! Yes! Homemade Cheez-Its. I don't really eat cheese, but now I want to. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. All this food sounds so good. I really want to go to the store, but I have like everything I need. I literally have everything I need. I might make some popcorn. If anybody wasn't on the call earlier, excuse me. This is what I get for talking and swallowing so much air. I'm going to be changing the live schedule for now to going live only on Wednesdays. So around 4 p.m. Eastern time, maybe on Fridays if the energy vibes well. I'm kind of keeping it as like a fun, maybe not. because I have some other things I'm birthing out into this world. But I'm still going to be sharing like tarot videos and training videos and all that. And if you're in Z School for the Gifted, I'm going to see you every week. So just keep that in mind because I'm also going through some shifts and I need to take care of myself and following my own guidance as well. Um, Hummus is a new thing. I'm on now. I love hummus. Have you ever made black bean hummus? I highly recommend you do it. I still got that as something I need to make the reminder. It's right on time. Oh, well, I was just thinking about making popcorn. Yum. I like to make my popcorn in ghee. It's so good. And then adding the Himalayan salt. It's delicious. I'm allergic to corn, but I love popcorn. I friggin' love popcorn. I really want to watch a movie. Don't know what I'm gonna watch. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I want to watch a movie, and then I sit in front of the TV and I'm like, I don't really want to turn on the screen. It's like the weirdest thing, and then I'm like, I want to go paint something. Okay, Wednesday locked in. Yes. Yeah, Wednesday 4 p.m. Eastern, aka Cancun time. I wouldn't have known you do eat popcorn. A lot. I love popcorn. I love popcorn. I can't get a hold of like white popcorn as much out here, but I also feel like I can eat more corn here than I could in the States because they don't put a lot of crap in their food here like they do in the States. So I don't really react nearly as much at all. But in the States, it would be like really bad. There's actually a picture of me on Instagram, Dia de los Muertos, out looking at ofrendas with a thing of popcorn. Black bean hummus need the recipe now. Oh my gosh, it's so easy. You literally just cook your black beans from scratch. If you don't want to soak them, then you can just use canned beans. Just make sure they're super soft and then use like an emulsifier or a blender and then add in lime and salt and that's all you need to do. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. And I've been staring away from grain, however that popcorn is calling my name. I love popcorn. It's like one of those things that makes me feel like at home, like it's a comfort food. Um I never really ate it growing up, but like as an adult, it's very satiating and I feel like because I love theater and I love movies, like it signals in me like it's time to rest and relax. Um, and I feel like also when I would do like weightlifting transformations, I would eat popcorn also because it was like a lower calorie snack. But I just love popcorn. Like I love entertainment in general. That's why I am in entertainment. And so whenever I would go to Vegas shows, like I would not go into a show if they didn't have a concession stand with popcorn. Like I will not. I will not. Or like if I there's like theater things or you know how like sometimes people do presentations and like popcorn is given like if there is popcorn there, I love it. And for a while I prayed to spirit when I was traveling around as an activist and I was like, I really want some popcorn. And then the next three hotels, welcome gifts were big old things of popcorn. And I was like, yes, thanks. It's like, I don't have time to do anything else. Yeah, the States puts a lot of junk. Yeah. That's why I love being out of the States. And I always have because my body is just so much more happy and I can actually eat stuff that I can't eat in the States. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, in terms of like grocery, like if you were to get like meat and veggies and all that kind of stuff, they still have a large amount of processed food, like a large amount, because there's like a huge part of the culture that eats processed food, but they don't put like a lot of chemicals into the food that they sell in the grocery store. Like there's like section for processed food and then the rest of the stuff. I will be soaking black beans tonight. Yay! Yeah, it's so good. I love black bean hummus. I love making all sorts of hummuses and sauces and whatnot. Popcorn is a great snack when working out. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely low calorie and it's just delicious. But I'm telling you, like my jam for a while was making it with ghee, Himalayan salt, and then nutritional yeast. But then I went on a bender with nutritional yeast and I stopped eating it and I don't eat it anymore. But it's so good. It would taste like cheesy popcorn. Cheesy popcorn. Yeah, it's wild. Avoid the movie oil. Yeah, I meant butter. Yeah. It's yeah. I love all popcorns. Love all the popcorns. Um Popcorn got me through years of dance. Team in high school, I love fresh pop, not microwave kind. Yeah, fresh pop, so good. What kind of dance was it? Just like dance team as in the sport for sports? I love dance. I'm actually wearing my ballet slippers right now. Not fully, but like because I was dancing around in my living room. And I may go to dance tonight if it stops raining or it's just popcorn party. Fresh is away. Yeah. I like everything fresh. I go to the grocery store probably like once a week. I also eat a lot of food. But I eat a lot of fresh food and so without all those preservatives and things like that, so I kind of got to buy them every week. Fresh fruits and veggies and all the things. And then lately I've been making soups. Do you like soups? I love soups. It's been really nourishing. Feels so good. Feels really nice. I feel like you can never go wrong with a soup. I made this one delicious soup. It's so good. I did uh all my soups were good. But this last one was interesting. I did carrots, sweet potato. I also did red onion. Um and then I like mixed it with ghee and coconut milk and it was so fucking good. And then I added in because I wanted to see if it would taste like cheese. And I added in goat cheese and a little bit of salt and it fucking tasted like cheese. I was like, I love my brain. It was so good. Oh my goodness, it was so good. Like it tasted like extra sharp cheddar cheese, which I thought was hilarious. Which I know like the goat cheese, obviously, but it also looked like it because of the carrots and sweet potato. Yes, a sport, but I did all the classes in college, modern, hip hop, jazz, ballet. Me too! Do you still dance? I love dance. Your outfit is very nice on you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is actually my house robe. I have matching pants, but right now I'm wearing my high waisted jeans and my little red spaghetti strap thing. And I got a new lipstick today because as cycles end, my other lipstick, it was like literally like done, empty. I was like, oh yay, new beginning. I'm making bok choy soup this weekend. Yum! I love bok choy, except if you don't cut it short enough and it gets stuck in your throat. I've been making soups and freezing them the last couple of weeks because I'm trying to cut out onion and garlic that's included in everything for a while. Yeah. Onion and garlic is good to cut out. Sometimes I add it in depending on if I'm trying a new recipe or depending on what my body needs. But other than that, it's good to not eat onion and garlic for your spiritual gifts and development and for the body in general. It's good. But it helps with some imbalances every once in a while, you know? I totally get that. Um, I'm going to get going, my friends. This video turned into just fun chat, which I love. I miss all of you. Um, oh, did not know that. Yeah. About the onion and garlic. Excuse me. So Blue Lotus has been coming up a lot recently. What do you think? Yeah, drink Blue Lotus. I actually was telling people to see if it vibed with them around Dia de los Muertos. So yeah, it's great. Blue Lotus is great. It's very powerful. I usually have Blue Lotus every day. Um, I highly recommend it. I'm actually out of it right now. I just finished the bag yesterday. I might actually get some more. It's very powerful, very, very powerful for opening up your gifts in your third eye and all sorts of things. Your dreams will become like explosive, especially right now. It's also really great for managing stress and anxiety. So it's awesome for that. I love Blue Lotus. Some people are quite sensitive to it, so just see how it vibes with your body. Um, I've been managing my gifts for a long time, so drinking larger amounts of Blue Lotus feels natural to me. Like it feels normal. Where some people are like, I don't like how this feels. I don't like what my gifts are doing. So just like see what works for your body. I dance all the time. Yay! I freaking love dance. Like, I can't get enough of it. Okay, should I smoke it or drink it? Someone told me to smoke it. You can try smoking it if you want to. I drink it in tea. I don't like ingesting smoke unless I have some sort of like ailment that I need to heal. But if you feel like smoking it is a part of your intuitive journey, then I would do that because herbal smoke and smoke cleansing is really good for the body. But I don't like the feeling of smoke in my body. Again, unless I have something that I need to heal, then I will do it. That and mugwort. Yeah, mugwort is great. To me, Blue Lotus is stronger in a different way. But you have to be open to receiving its medicine. Otherwise, Blue Lotus doesn't really do much. If you have like a strong connection to Egypt, um, it will be very strong for you. Blue Lotus is quite bitter. It is bitter. I love bitters. Bitters are very good for you. Bitters are great to have after you eat meals or before. Why am I blanking right now? I think before. Yeah, in moderation. Yeah, so just do whatever you want to do. Mugwort is great. I used a lot of mugwort in the beginning of my journey. I haven't used it a lot, but it's amazing. I love mugwort. I just don't have any right now. I have better access to Blue Lotus actually and Hape. This man that my friend introduced me to, he has a really cool shop. And it's different. What I love about like living here is, in the States, everybody is so like sheltered from spirituality and plant medicine, and here it's just normal, right? Because it's part of the culture. But there it's like, oh, have you tried like all these things? And here it's like, oh yeah, like here you can buy it, like it's no big deal. And so I was going through his shop, and he was great, and he was telling me about all the things that he sold. I was just getting so curious. Um, and I like sniffed a bunch of, not like actually sniffed, but like smelt a bunch of the hape, and then he had some other stuff for like your gums and whatnot, and it's kind of like a, is it like analgesic? Is that how I can't remember. But it was for your mouth. And so he was like, it'll tingle a little bit, you know. And I'm always cautious because it's kind of like how people say, if they're from that culture, like, oh, it'll only do this. It's like, if it only does that to them, it's probably going to blow me out of the universe because it's my first time trying it. Right. And so my friend sprayed some in her mouth and she like made this face. I was like, what is it, bitter? And then I was just like all in my mouth. And then like it was not it was not like, oh, it's a little bit tingly. Nah, bruh. And then he was like, it's gonna make you salivate. And I was like, why didn't you say that before? And we're sitting there and our mouths are just like foaming up and our whole entire mouth, like everything inside was tingling so fucking strong. I never felt anything like that. And I just was like foaming at the fucking mouth. And my friend was like, what do I do with all this spit? And I was like, spit it out. And then I asked him, I was like, can I swallow it? You know, because I'm curious. He was like, yeah, you can swallow it if you want to. You just be tingly in your throat. And I was like, I don't really want to be tingly in my throat. And so then I like spit it out. He was like, do you enjoy it? And I was like, my mouth is still like, what's happening? He was like, I was like drooling. I was like, excuse me. And my friend had gone outside and I went outside with my friend too. We were just like leaning on the building, just like spitting out all this foam from our mouth. And then I was like, where's my drink? I was like, I feel like if I drink something, it'll go away. So then I had my green juice and I swished it and it started to go away. And then I was like, wow. And I went, and I was like, I feel so disinfected. And then she was like, that was so, like, she was so disturbed by it. I was like, I love new experiences. Also, like, I went in back to talk to him and I was like, that was amazing. You do that every day? And he's like, yeah, I do it every day. It feels so good. And I was like, I can see how you would like get used to that. And then he was telling me about the hot bay and all these different things. And he was like, this one like really gets to your body. And I was like, oh, I'll probably die if I do that one. Like, I was like, I'm not going to do that. I was like, now that I know how you are gauging things, this is not going to happen. Just like, no, thank you. But that's what I love about living here. It's just kind of like like depending on what it is, you just have to be careful. I always carry Benadryl in my bag because I'm like, who knows who you're gonna meet, what kind of adventure you're gonna go on. Um, oh, I do have a connection with Thoth and Anubis. Then yeah, I would drink it then. Yeah. If they're also lingering around you right now, it's because something needs to be released. Yeah, it was literally like the funniest thing. Yeah, it was like, yeah. I mean, I didn't even try the hot babe because I was like, now is not really a good time. My mouth is foaming. And I was like, and you wouldn't, I was like, I do not want to do this in your shop right now. Like, we would have to do a fully supervised all the things because he was like, oh, your spiritual gifts. Because I was talking to him and I was like reading his energy and he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'm a spiritual teacher. So my gifts are a little bit different. So even just a tiny bit of something will like send me off into the cosmos and I'll like not come back for a long time. And so I was like, I just have to like be careful. But that's what I love about here because it's like, it's normal. It's normal to like connect and clear and do all those things. So you're not going into places feeling weird. Like it's just is what it is, which I appreciate because it feels more ancestral of like our ancestors did this. This is how it feels. Yeah, you will be fine. Okay, thought definitely. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably why they want you to drink some blue lotus. Anubis comes when things need to like really be removed. But Anubis is very, very loving, very, very loving. But they're there to usher something into the shadows as well, because that's what Onubis does. I will try this in low doses. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm sure you're fine because you're pretty expanded. It's just a strong plant. Some people do like, some of the leaves of the flower. I usually drink a whole flower and then some, um, and like steep it for a while because I love it. But also I love drinking it because it looks like a giant flower on the top of the cup. But I just know that when I do, I'm about to like be somewhere else. Just bye. You don't speak Ella, but I know what he do. Yeah, Anubis doesn't speak a lot. Anubis will, like, you will sense Anubis. Sometimes Anubis will speak if he chooses to, but his presence is like a shadow, and it becomes very like, I don't know how to say. I don't have a word for it, but Anubis is great. I love Anubis and I love Thoth, but I mean I love all of them really. Ma'at is very gentle, so is Isis. Isis cannot be gentle though sometimes, but they're all great. Bastet, I love Bastet too. I love them all. Like I said, I love all of them, but Anubis is like kind of reminds me of like a father energy, very present, and has a lot to say without saying. I feel like, yeah. I mean, Thoth will come like when time needs to be handled, something with timelines and knowledge and all sorts of things, like a keeper of knowledge, or they need to like, what is that? Or like unlock something. Um, yeah. Sorry, I'm getting distracted with visions. It's not a word for it, but it's a presence. Yeah, exactly. You will know. You always know, and you'll start to see their patterns. Um, but yeah, Anubis like rules a lot of the underworld, so there's probably something that you need to see in the shadows or release something to the shadows with grace, but you need the power to be able to do it. And sometimes Anubis will come and help with that. That's why I love Anubis. Um, yeah. Okay, everybody. I'm going to get going. I keep saying that, and now I'm like, um, I was just checking the time. So before, I'm not gonna do it today, but actually, let me think about this. Should I do it today? So what I'm gonna do for Wednesdays is I'm going to be going live, but I also will still do Tarot 10. So if anybody needs a Tarot 10, you just have to ask me. But I'll be putting it up like as a banner. But before I do get going, no, but did anybody need a Tarot 10 today? Just before I get going, you can let me know in the chat. You can say yes, no, maybe so. For anybody who's new, Tarot 10 is you get a 2-card pull super quick for $10 on if you send it to CashApp. So just let me know. But I think I'll be adding it to the end of the calls. But yeah, otherwise you can book a personal reading in the description if you need it, and I will be available there to answer all your questions, or come to Z School for the Gifted. Happy to do it there too. Also, anybody who wants to join More Than Worthy in Tier 3, those spots are going to close November 22nd. So just keep that in mind. If you have not joined already, the 22nd is going to be when Tier 3 closes, and it's only going to be Tier 2 and Tier 1 after that. going forward forever and ever. So I just wanted to share that. But I'm not seeing any comments come through for Tarot 10. So I'm going to head out and eat some dinner and all the things. I'm so happy for you all. Happy Taurus full moon. Thanks for joining today. I know we got quite off topic, but I loved it. I love speaking with you all. Not today, but I think Tarot 10 is awesome. Have fun and enjoy your adventures. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks. I appreciate you all. I'm sending you lots of loves. Don't forget to cleanse your space, manifest, be sensual, and tomorrow join for Z School for the Gifted. And also Friday for the Art of Love and Magnetism. We're going to be going over magnetism. So yay! Goodbye, everyone. Hope you have the sweetest magnetic dreams ever.